Hello and welcome to the Watchful Magpie. Today I'm going to talk about dive watches. Probably guessed that. No snorkel and flippers are complete without the dive watch and dive mask, but I can't find that, so I thought I'd crack on with this one. So here we go, a quick tour of some of my dive watches that I really enjoy. Let's flip the camera and have a look. So these watches are in no particular order. I'm just picking ones as I fancy it. The only thing I am going to do is I'm going to split between those with straps and those with metal bracelets just to give it a go. So first one up is the Hammerhead 3 from Zelos. I love this one. It's got really amazing dial. It's made of titanium. I used to have the stainless steel version with the mother of pearl dial, but I've subsequently sold that one because it seems silly to have two. It's quite a special dial really, because it's sort of hammered, if that's the right word for it. So it's got a lot of texture and it reflects light in a particular way. Very cool. We like that one. And Zelos also do quite a good job of putting the hammerhead on the back as well. Always interesting, always limited. Very happy to get this one and put a nice red leather strap on. It really works. Don't think I'd dive with this one, obviously with a leather strap on, but I do have the original as well. Next, and I've reviewed this before, is the Duzu DWD3. They've got a new diving watch coming out next year, which looks pretty cool. I believe it's going to be in February. Love this one. It's got an internal rotating bezel. What we have to do though is to use that, we would unscrew this and then we can rotate it around as we want. I've got a couple of those compressor types. Pretty nice watch, really easy to read, quite detailed on all sides of the case, and luminescence on, or rather lume I should say, on the two crowns as we go through. It's have a look at the review and see, there's quite a lot more detail there. I've also, I think in the review, got the white rubber strap, which looks good. In this case I've just put it on the sailcloth, just for a change, nothing more than that. Well, here's one I didn't expect to have on a leather strap, but I do have. It's a quilted one, only because it's green and I kind of like it. Well, actually there's another reason as well. I used to have the actual metal strap on, but look at the metal strap, did it trash the back, and the strap itself was a real magnet for scratches, so I kind of just took it off and I've substituted this one. There's lots of different greens. So the Zodiac Super Seawolf, one of the original diver watches. This one has a GMT function and it's the neon edition. It's a special. There was also a very nice sherbet edition which is orange, and I think last year or maybe earlier this year they had a pink edition which looked super cool as well. Beautiful movement and very capable watch, and it's been in various parts of the world with me. Very nice. Do enjoy it. Now, I think I've mentioned this one before in my summer watches review because it's quite colourful. It's the Bulova Oceanographer. It's got 660 feet of waterproofness, if that's a word. So it's called the Devil Diver. That's its nickname. I know a lot of watches do have. There's some really cool things about this one. Let's give it a little bit of a wipe so you can see. You can see the indexes which are applied are actually stuck on and quite high, as well as the oculus as well, poking out there. I really like it from that point of view. It's got a cushion case, so a very traditional looking case, and pleasure to wear, very, very comfortable and quite colourful. I've put it on an octopod strap, which I feel kind of complements it. I've tried it in various colours, I've tried it on NATOs and so on, but this kind of goes best for me. Back to Zelos for a moment. Here we have the swordfish mother of pearl, which I adore because it's got two mother of pearl kind of features. We've got the bezel itself as well as the dial. Very competent watch, sandwich design dial. Again, it's got the swordfish on the back and it's waterproof to 200 meters, screw down crown, phenomenal luminescence, but I got it for the dial and the fact that the bezel was also mop. I've had quite a few Zeloses, or Zeli, don't know what the plural is, but really enjoy them. They're comfortable to wear, This one's 42mm and not too thick, so I wear it in various different ways. Also comes on a metal strap, but again, I've changed this. I kind of feel this sort of orange leather kind of goes really quite nicely with it and just makes it pop a little bit. Well, didn't expect to have this one about, but when I saw it on somebody else's video, I thought, oh my god, that teal works so well. And it absolutely does. It's a teal and orange neon kind of colour, I would say, more than that. Very lovely San Martin watch. As you probably have come across, the quality on San Martin stuff is quite fantastic, really. It's they charge a lot less than many others would. Just the combination of these two go really well. I'm just going to turn down the lights just to see if that gives this a different flavour, which it kind of does there. There we go. There's a flash there, or a reflection of one of my lights, but very nice watch. Textured dial, pings and zaps, and just pops with that lovely orange strap as well, which is rubber. So yeah, this I think also featured in my summer collection. But you know, great, very plain backgrounds, very plain backs of the cases for San Martin, but great watches, work really well. Now on to the watches with bracelets. I'm going to start with one of my favourite Oris watches. I do love Oris. The design language works for me. They have interesting price points which make them pretty accessible. This is a special. It's the New York Harbor edition. One thing I will point out about Oris is they have quite a lot of causes that they support around the world that are absolutely worthy, and they do help fund them. I was wondering about that, and I actually wrote to them and challenged them about it, and in fact got a very swift reply. They couldn't tell me the exact figures, but they absolutely do contribute some of the profits to the various causes that they support. Here we have a green mother of pearl and a high relief bezel. I just adore the way this particular dial works. He says getting completely distracted by how gorgeous it is. Different lights offer different sequences. It feels very highly textured and a very comfortable watch. This is I think a 40mm watch, not too thick. Very enjoyable. Most of the Aquis have a window back, an exhibition back. This doesn't. This has got a solid back, celebrating the oysters, because oysters in New York Harbor actually filter the water really efficiently. Didn't know that before I watched all that. Next, the diver from Venezianico, which is the Derridi, which is the name of a submarine that the Italians built during the Second World War. Again, you'll probably spot a bit of a thing I've got about mother of pearl going on there. I do like this. Again, more depth and dimension to the dial. It's very, very pretty. It's got a tungsten bezel, this one. Probably not one I would actually dive with, to be totally truthful. Don't quite know. It just doesn't look divery, does it? It looks very beautiful though. Again, thin, very nice decorated case back, butterfly double deployment clasp, and very, very well made. I'm quite fond of Venezianico, and they've got quite a lot of other watches that have appeared since, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Arsenale, which I hope to be arriving with me pretty soon, but we'll see what happens. I'll probably cover them in a separate video later on. So there you go. Mother of pearl, yum, Neridi, check them out. Oh, sorry, it's actually 39mm, this one I've just remembered, so 39mm, pretty cool. Here's one you might not expect. So, a company called Edox, who have been around for quite a significant amount of time. This is one of my very few quartz divers, and I really enjoy looking at this one, mostly because of this lock mechanism that they've put over the crown to protect it. It's very capable down to 500 meters. It's, as I said, quartz. It's quite large. I think it's around about 43mm. And they kind of, one of the things that is cute about their diver watches, they have the North Pole and what it would look like if you're at the North Pole looking down in the earth, to show you what it's got. What it looks like. So an interesting case back, very interesting story to go with the Hydra sub. This has now been superseded. I think this is somewhere approaching 6 or 7 years old now. I do like the black is very dense and very silky. I think it'd probably be a fair term to give it. Yeah, generally nice watch. I don't know about you, but I often look for watches that I like or I've seen. Some of them aren't on sale anymore, but I guess that's kind of one of those things about collecting watches. Sometimes you just seek out what you want to find. Here's another one I didn't really expect to see in my collection. It's the Tudor Black Bay 58, and I really like it. I've spent years not liking it. I don't understand quite why, and then I thought, you know what, I've never tried one on, I'll go and try one on. So I did, and it just melted my heart, and I love it. So I got one. The snowflake hand was the thing putting me off. This one is just the right size at being a 58. 41mm would have been a little bit too big. This is very comfortable to wear. It's very durable, like it's a bit of a fingerprint magnet on the polished surfaces, but as I say, very comfortable to wear. Really enjoy it, and I think it's going to be a bit of a strap monster, if I'm honest. Very high build quality, COSCA certified, so desperately accurate as well. Absolutely tremendous. 200 meters waterproof capability as well. No dive watch collection would be complete without Doxa, perhaps. I thought this was a particularly significant one because it just looks awesome. It'll probably never see water. It's the sub 300 beta carabine, and as you can see, it has a very nicely textured dial. I love the emphasis on the big orange minute hand, and I love the blue ceramic that has been used on the bezels and obviously on the crown as well. By the looks of things, oh dear, I just do need to clean these watches more often, don't I? But there you go. So very cute looking watch, and one I would recommend. It actually measures 42.5 mil across, but interestingly, this part is 39 mil, so it wears a significantly large amount smaller. Bit of a contradiction there, but yeah, it wears smaller. And last but not least is my 26-year-old Omega Seamaster, which I haven't worn today. So I love this. It's 300 meters in terms of its capabilities with being waterproof. It has a helium escape valve, which I don't understand how to use because I don't dive, but it seemed cool at the time I bought it. The polished bezel I really liked. It's just a classic watch, and I think we'll find that these designs to stay with us for pretty much ever. It's again a screw-in crown as you'd expect to see. No oculus on the date, which I do like a lot. The loom actually has stayed really strong over the years. It's been serviced once and got polished up. It looks like it needs another service and a bit of a polish. I do want it to get regulated. It runs a little bit slow at the moment, but what a watch, what a classic dive watch that is. Really quite incredible. So there you go. There's the 12 watches that I was going to talk about. But there's always one, the baker's dozen, as they say. It's another Zelos. It's a Helmsman II. I think the new Helmsman's coming out in December, January type of time. This one's in bronze. I've put it in a leather strap because I just love the blue. The blue works for me. Really cool, really nice design, and this is the reason I got into Helmsman in the first place. I think it's desperately attractive, and I'm one that actually ruins the patina by taking it off quite frequently, so that's why it's a little bit shiny. Beautiful version in bronze, and I'm sneaking it in as the 13th watch, although I could go on and on because I've got a significant number of other dive watches as well. Well, there you go. There's 12 or maybe 13. I might have snuck one in there of my favourite dive watches. People ask me, do I actually dive? And the answer is no, but the weather in the UK is pretty crap. So, you know, it's wet a lot and that's my excuse. I've just always liked dive watch, it seems. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you got this far, don't forget to subscribe. It's always free. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. Thanks a lot. Take care. Have fun out there.